Hello, and welcome to another Southern Belle NOLA premiere. So if you like the Bargains by Belle auctions that I have at 7 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Monday, well, this is the recorded version, but you still get to chat live and bid live. You just don't have to worry that somebody's going to bid up the price. And you don't have to wait for a countdown, so we can just move, quick. Okay, let me tell you how this is going to work. I have premieres on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and you can combine purchases at those three premieres with my three auctions at 7 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Also, that you can get shipping in a 7-day period. The shipping that I use is pirate ship. The payment methods that I accept are Zelle, which is preferred because there's no fees, but of course I also accept PayPal. Now, make sure you give a Southern Belle your thumbs up. That helps me ever so much with the YouTube algorithm. Also, make sure you are subscribed and you have the notification bell set to all. And lastly, make sure you are on live chat. It just breaks my heart when somebody thinks they were first and then they realize, oh wait, I was on top chat. Because top chat just shows your own chat at the tops. Oops. Okay. Well, let's get started. This entire video is going to be kitchen items, cooking items, baking items, and so much more. And in my auctions, I always do an early bird round, which I call Belle's Bargain Bonanza, where items start at $1. And if you like $1 items, then tune in on Sundays at noon or watch the replays. There have been 11 weeks of episodes, and on my Sunday shows, everything is $1. Buy it now. Can't get cheaper than $1. Okay, so I'm going to start out with some dollar buys. I've got two different types. I've got the smaller type in yellow, but this type has a handle. So if you're a person that likes to portion out your foods, maybe you're on a diet, maybe you only allow yourself 12 M&Ms or 20 M&Ms, will fit great in here. Maybe you need this for a dipping sauce, for your salad dressing, your ketchup. Maybe you like a little bit of hummus. So these are great for lunch boxes or on the go, or if you are portioning out your snacks. Super duper cute, and I love the ability to carry it around, or you could tether it in your lunch box. If you need one that is bigger, maybe you're filling this up with nuts, edamame, trail mix. You could also use them for some crafty purposes, but they are intended for food. And the size on these is 5.4 ounces. The other thing I like about these is you see this little indentation here. Not only do these both have screw-off caps, but you can screw multiple ones together. This is covered in plastic, but if it wasn't covered in plastic, you could screw it together, and then you'd be able to carry several. I can demonstrate here. Let me see. See? So if you wanted to get one of each, look, you just combined them. And not only can you combine these, but the lids are screw off as well. You've probably all had some of those that you just put on and push down. And how many times have they opened back up? But yet, when you have the screw-on lids, that's not going to happen. You have to literally unscrew it to get it off. So that, too, is a great safety mechanism in case you're a person that drops stuff, or if you have mobility issues with tensile strength. So, okay, let's go on to the next item. Make sure, by the way, that you put quantities in the chat. Also, make sure you specify which one you want so I know how many you want. I have more than I'm showing. I piled these up like this just to kind of fill the screen, but I do have more. So please do not think that I am limited to only 5 of the green and 4 of the yellow. I have more. So order the number you want. Okay, back with something else in a minute. It is not long until summer will be upon us, and it's also not that long till Memorial Day. And Memorial Day is the start of so many great patriotic holidays. We've got Memorial Day, Flag Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day, and you know that we have the official colors of red, white, and blue. But sometimes you don't just want a flag motif. Well, I found this beautiful platter, which, let me put the ruler up here so you can see. This is way, way, way bigger than 12 inches. Here's my 12-inch ruler, and you will see it is way bigger than 12 inches. So this is a great example of how you can use those patriotic colors but still have a nice floral print. Or you can use some patriotic colors and mix and match this. So if you need something that's a little bit different to go with all the same old flags and stars that are on most of the patriotic decorations, this will be great. Really, you could use this all year round. And it is melamine. So it may look like it is glass or ceramic, but it's not. So that is going to be way more durable. If you drop it, it's not going to break. So what are you going to use this tray for? Well, of course, it's great to serve up your charcuterie and your fruit plates and vegetable trays. But I'll tell you what I would do with this. Being Southern, this just cries out rack of ribs to me. Because a rack of ribs is going to fit so great on this size. In fact, down south, we will use a platter like this or a wooden cutting board and serve each person their own rack of ribs on one of these. Good thing I have multiples, and good thing they're only $5. Also, another thing that this would be great for is if you do a chicken satay, if you do shish kebabs, because it is long enough to accommodate the length of the kebabs. Down south, we also have fruit kebabs, and sometimes we throw those fruit kebabs on the grill, which just caramelizes the natural sugars inside the peaches and pineapples. So this is one of my favorite platters, and I do have more. But if you're a person that says, I like my stuff separated, I don't want everything being able to touch everything else, or I need some depth. Well, here's a platter with great depth. It's really a compartmentalized container. So if you're looking for a place when you're having a burger cookout where you can put your pickles and your onion and your tomato, this would be great. Or maybe you're doing a little mixology if you're having an adult gathering and you need something for your olives and blue cheese stuffed olives and pimento stuffed olives, or maybe those little cocktail onions, or whatever it is. This would be great for that as well. And if for some reason you are having a cheese tasting, then you can mount up those little cheese cubes in 3 different containers. And if you're saying, well, that's Barbie pink, I'm not that much of a girly girl, or my husband would be embarrassed, I've got this one that's sky blue. So in total, I've got 2 in the pink and 2 in the blue for the low price of $5 each. So if you need a matching set of pink or blue, or You know, looking at these now, I'm thinking they might be great for a baby shower too, in pink and blue. Okay, let's see what else we have today. Oh, getting big at the big containers now. Big containers. Oh, so big, I need to scoot the camera back. Okay, look at this huge tub bucket. And it's not just one. It is a 10-piece set. So, and you're saying, what are you going to do with something this big? Look how huge it is. Well, let me tell you the sizes first. So, the size of the biggest one is 30.9 cups. That's huge. The second biggest is 19.9 cups. Yeah, I ought to just say 20. The middle size is 12.1 cups. The second to smallest is 6.5, and the little one, which is not so little at all, is 2.9 cups. Now, if you've ever been getting out your 2-cup Pyrex mix because maybe you were mixing up like some pudding or something, you know that 2 cups is the big size. The little size mixing cup is 1 cup, and then that big giant one is 2. So even the smallest one is still huge. Not sure if you can see these sizes through here. So you're saying, oh, you didn't tell us the price, Belle. It's 10 pieces and they are all huge. How much are you asking for a 10-piece set? And the lids all stack inside so that it makes it very, very nice to store. 15 bucks. 15 bucks. I do have multiples of these. I'll tell you why I originally got them is I had a friend who loved to cook out, and he said that his secret to cooking out was marinating, but you had to have some big, huge containers. And he said, oh, it's just so expensive, and was belly aching. And I said, well, why don't you just use the chicken quarters? That is so much less expensive than buying just individual wings, buying individual thighs, individual legs. Buy the chicken quarters. Those things go on sale for 39 cents a pound. And he's like, do you know how big of a container it would take to marinate chicken if it was in a quarter? So I thought this big, huge container would be great because it is huge. So maybe you are thinking about doing some summer grilling. Maybe you like to do one of those 24-hour marinades, and you know you need a food safe, basically a bucket container. This is a good view where you can see all the different sizes. So here it is. It could revolutionize your grilling and make you the grill master of your neighborhood. Next, I have a great way to hold your utensils. Although really these could be beautiful flower vases as well. These are metal. And let me show you the inside. Brand new. They have a beautiful black and white gingham. And I've got 2 matching of the black and white. I only have one of the little one in the center. In fact, I'll show you what they look like if you throw some spoons in them. Get some spoons here. Might be even prettier with some black utensils. And if you watch my last auction, you will see that I had some shiny black spoons and pasta forks, ladles, and other utensils, all for just $1. But if you want these wooden utensils, I'm going to sell these for $2 each. So I have these, which are connected to each other, although you could connect some of the other ones. And this is great for when you're tossing a salad. Or in the singular variety, I have these. And once again, they are long and great for inside, for outside, totally ergonomic. And they just look cute to hold these as well. So for the metal, let me go ahead and measure it. The outside ones are 7.5. The little baby one in the middle is 5.5. So the tall ones I'm going to sell for 10. The small one is going to be 5. And if you want to buy more, save more, then I'll be glad to sell the 2 big ones for $16. And if you want the entire set, then I will go down to $18. So just the 2 big ones for 16, all 3 pieces for $18, or you can buy them separately if you don't need such a big set. Next, where do you keep your little sponges, your scrubbers, your Brillo pads? You don't want them just sitting out on the counter or in your windowsill in your sink. You need a little place to keep them. And if you are a fan of mason jars or masonry or the mason brand, you might like these. These are ceramic. Okay, however, these, much to my chagrin, went through a hardship. A couple of months ago, y'all may remember, if you were a longtime viewer, I was auctioning and there was a loud crash. I had a bunch of things stacked up in my kitchen, and one of the boxes I had things just gave way, and the entire tower of stuff fell. And everybody during the broadcast heard shattering, breaking glass and ceramic. And almost everything was a complete loss. However, a few people asked, did you have anything that was just chipped? Maybe you could sell a little scratch and dent at reduced prices because you have such cute stuff. Stuff we can't find other places. So I want to let you know, I hate to use the word defective. I hate to use the word misfit. I hate to use the term damage, but any of those terms would really apply. So when you look at them from a distance or even from up close, they don't look bad. But I'm going to bring them to the camera and show you their teeny tiny flaws. Now, I used to sell these for $6. They come with the sponge in them. I'm going to reduce these to 2, just to 2. Okay, so here you can see there's a teeny tiny little chip right here. And on the M of Mason, you could go over that with a little black Sharpie, but that's what is wrong with that one. Here's the second one. Once again, right here, tiny little flea bite from the fall. And right here, once again, you can tell they were all kind of damaged in the same spot. So those are the teeny tiny little flaws. If that doesn't bother you and you think it is still super cute and you wouldn't notice and it's going to hold your scrubber sponge just fine, then give me $2 and I will send it off to you and you could be a Mason mommy. Grilling season is upon us. This is really for the oven, but because it's put out by Flamingo Grilling, they label it a grill tray, but it works just as well in your oven. What I like about it is not only is it a regular cookie sheet, which it doesn't say cookie sheet, I'm just calling it a cookie sheet. It's got these holes in it, which is fantastic for baking because then it helps to aerate the items that you are cooking or baking, but it also lets grease drip through. I personally am scared to fry bacon. It just leaps up and zaps me, and I have permanent scars from that. Maybe y'all are better at it than I am. But somebody once told me, oh, sweetheart, stop doing that to yourself. Just throw it on the cookie sheet in the oven. So this allows the bacon to drip through. You'll see from the picture here, they're doing asparagus. But let me show you the size. This is a big size of 13.2 by 9.2. It is made in America. And it prevents food from falling through the grill grates. It is great for cooking small or delicate items, and it's a durable steel construction. So if you're saying, wait, is that one of those thin kind? No, no, no. This is super duper duper thick and heavy because it is stainless steel. So this one is going to be $7 unless you buy two. Y'all know I like to buy more, save more, so you can buy one for $7 or you can buy two for $10. Now, if you are saying, that's too much, Belle, I don't need something that heavy duty, I hardly ever even bake or turn on my oven. Well, I do have the disposable ones. The disposable ones are a lot bigger. These are 16.57 by 11.57, and it is a 2-pack. So if you need just the thin, do you see how thin they are? You could bend these up. You can see they are not heavy duty. So I don't want you to say, Belle, I thought these were going to be heavy duty. These are not heavy duty, which is why you're going to get a 2-pack for $3. 2-pack for $3. So you just use them and toss them. But if you're not going to use it but once, or you're carrying it out to grill maybe at a park and you want to just be able to throw it away after, this will work great. That way you're not having to carry stuff home. You use it and then just throw it away without having to bring all your dirty dishes home. So $3 for this set of 2. Next, who needs some canisters? This is, in my opinion, the most beautiful canister that I have ever seen. Look at the glass work on it. It almost looks like stained glass, except that it is all a solid blue. And I don't mean a light baby blue. I mean a deep, rich blue. And look at the diamond work here, both diamond cutting and diamond shape. These are gorgeous. So this is going to be $12. If you want to buy 2 of these, we'll do 2 for $20. I do have a total of 4 available in case you need a big set for your flour, your sugar, your baking soda, baking powder, your brown sugar, your pink Himalayan salt. Or maybe you use these for your cookies and your gumballs and your other treats. But I was talking earlier about the loss that I had endured, and one of these was damaged. I had some clear ones, and this clear one has a little boo-boo. Where is it? You know when it's hard to find, that shows you how hard it is to see. Well, where is it? There is a little crack. Well, is it down here? How did I somehow lose it? Oh, here it is. See if I can show you. It is so hard to see. Do you see right here? There is the tiniest little semicircle hairline fracture. right here. Now, I can't imagine it's ever going to give way. It is super duper hard to see from any other angle. You can't see it. Most resellers would not tell you about it or say, oh, that must have happened in shipping. I didn't see that. But I am just as honest as the day is long, and I never want anybody to be disappointed. But if for some reason you don't care about that, and you say, well, I'm only going to fill it up this high anyway, that's not going to affect if I have gumballs in it or goldfish crackers or whatever else. So for this clear one, and I forgot to show y'all that these all have wooden tops to them. And here is what makes them sealable is this little thing right here. If anybody wants this clear one for just $5 with that little boo-boo, I will gladly sell you the boo-boo. Just remember, I told you here in the video. Who knows what this is? This to me is a genius idea. I wish they had had these when I was a kid. Now, from this side, it looks like plain stainless steel. When you turn it over, you can read it. I think it's going to give you some clues. In the back, it says hungry. In the middle, it says taco to him. And here we have a mountain griller. So this is a taco stand, taco holder. So if you have a hard time getting your taco to stand up while you're trying to get your meat and your lettuce, cheese, tomato, and all of your condiments on it, this will hold your taco for you. This is going to be $5, and so 1, 2, 3, or maybe you are making them for your family, and this way you can make 3 at a time. So $5 for this great invention. Also $5 for this brand new in the package. It's a cake knife. Now originally it had a cake server with it, and it was more expensive. Not sure if you can tell on screen, but this is golden. And let me show you this fabulous handle here. It is a wooden handle. You'll see it's still zip corded here, so it is brand new. And it's by Style Me Pretty. So $5 for this great decorative knife. Excellent for weddings, for cutting birthday cakes. Maybe you're slicing up that ham or that brisket for a big family dinner. And this is going to make you look pretty and polished while doing it. Okay, next, let's talk about hydration. In the summer, hydration is such an issue. If you have ever been overheated, if you have ever been dehydrated, where the room is spinning and you're panting, and you're having issues with heat exhaustion, after that, you will learn the importance of hydration and carrying some hydration with you. Whether it's just water, whether you have an electrolyte beverage inside it. This is a thermos. Now, sometimes we just call anything you put liquid in, oh, did you get a thermos? Grab a thermos. Make sure you fill up a thermos. But thermos is actually a name brand. Just like sometimes instead of saying, oh, do you have some facial tissues, we'll say, do you have Kleenex? Even though Puffs, in my opinion, is just as good, and there's also Scotties, for some reason, nobody ever says, hey, grab the Puffs, hey, grab the Scotties. They say, hey, grab some Kleenex. So the same thing has happened with this thermos brand. But this is one of the very few actual thermos branded thermoses. Ba-dum-bum. Okay, so let me show you how this works. Oh, and this is going to be $5 starting bid. First of all, it's got this great handle, and then it says twist to open. This also twists as well. It's brand new, and here's all of the instructions, because apparently it is so fancy and fabulous you need instructions. And just the fact that it comes with instructions. Okay, so here is the inside, and it says it is a leak-proof lid. It is dishwasher safe. It is BPA free. It is also printed in France because that's what they do in my area. So this is going to be $5, name brand, and has a carrying handle to it. But wait, that's not the only choice. Here is the next one that has some genius technology to it. It is a gorgeous purple color with a spout, but can you see what is inside? Well, let me show you the tag, and it's going to explain. It's a hydration bottle, BPA free, but it has a freezer stick, which keeps your drink colder. And it's going to hold 32 ounces. So have you ever tried to put some ice in your bottle and it just melts over the course of the day and your drink gets all watery, which is fine if it's water. But if it's an electrolyte beverage, if it's lemonade, tea, or fruit punch, then it becomes watery. But this is by Cool Gear, and I'm not sure if you can see inside it, but it has a liquid, and you put it in the freezer and you freeze this part, and then you fill up your beverage to about right here, and then you screw this on, and it's like having one long ice stick to keep your drink icy. Also, you'll see right here, there are ergonomic hand holds, so this way you have a specific place. So if you or maybe your parents or grandparents have issues with dropping things, because there are hand holds, this is going to be easier to hold on to because your hand isn't slipping. So this one is also going to be $5. But if you're looking for something that has less technology, less of a price tag, and is still fashionable, at the $3 price point, let me show you what I have. For those ESPN fans, here in all its glory in black and red, I've got this ESPN sippy bottle. And you'll see here, it is BPA free. And here's the top of it. Here's the inside. It is brand new and shiny. So all of these are going to be ones and dones and available for just the low cost of $3. Here's the next one. It is similar, but for kids. It says Dino Dreams. Once again, it's got an ergonomic handhold right here. This one is by Zach. And here's the cutie little dinosaurs on it. Brand new as well. Next, by Bluey. This one has a carrying handle. It's got a pop-up spout right here so that you can put this down and flies aren't going to fly in. Look at these little sweetie dogs. Oh, cute, cute, cute. So this is blue and purple. Next, if we have any, is this a giraffe? I'm not sure. Okay, but this is a super cute kids cup, or if you are an adult and you like an adult beverage, this one has lots of twists and turns and garnishes and will help you keep just to a small amount of ounces. For the soccer lovers out there, here's a cute soccer cup. I've got one with red and white and a built-in twisty straw. If you're saying, I just don't like those plastic, I only drink out of glass, well, I've got you covered. This one's glass. And the top is metal, of course, but this is glass. It is not antique, but sure has an antique styling. It is blush pink, and look at those sweet little flowers, or maybe they're sunshine. Look at these little hobnails on it, very geometric, gorgeously styled. Here is the metal top. You'll see it has pretty flowers on it, twists on and off. And last but not least, if you just need a bottle to carry the refills, because maybe you drink your whole bottle and you need just one for refills, although there's no drink police, you could always just drink from it. But I had a friend who would drink her whole tea. She made the special peach tea, and then she'd also have a refill bottle just to refill it for her long drive home, because she had an entire hour-long commute to the library where she was a librarian at the time, and then another hour-long commute back. So between 2 hours of commute and all day at work, and she just loved her peach tea. Anybody collect cookie jars? Anybody liked cookie jars? My mom liked cookie jars, and it's a great way to keep things out of sight, not just your cookies. She would sometimes hide other things in there just to keep them out of sight, because if somebody walks in, you don't want them to see, oh wait, you have a little bit of cash in case the neighbor kid comes over saying, can I mow your lawn? You just don't want cash sitting out. Or, you know, maybe you're married and you don't necessarily want your husband to see all those credit card bills, at least not until you're wearing something super cute and have a big meal on the table. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, here is a cookie jar. It looks like an apple. Let me show you how tall it is. So it's about 10 inches. Now, I know you're saying, wait, if that's antique and it's a cookie jar, beautiful glaze, that's probably 50 bucks. She probably paid 20 bucks back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, whenever she got it. That's going to be super expensive. Well, it's actually a scratch and dent. And once again, you're probably going to have a hard time seeing it. Here it is. You see this little mark right here? Now, if I was one of the other sellers, I would have just taken a little Sharpie. Because once you color it in with a little Sharpie or with a little fingernail polish, you're not going to notice this. And you only notice it because it is red and underneath it is white. But because it has this little part, which you can just turn around to the back, I'm going to take the price down and ask just 10 bucks for it. Just 10 bucks for it. So that little scratch is going to be a huge savings to you and still look gorgeous sitting on your counter and do a great job of holding your cookies or whatever you put in it. Need a little chip and dip in your life, maybe some tortilla chips and salsa. Down south, we usually have crudité, which is cut up vegetables with ranch in the center, although my very favorite is apple slices with a caramel dip. Oh, yum, yum, yum. But regardless of what you put in it, I've got this big, huge platter. This one is Barbie pink. Once again, it's about 12 inches. And if you're wondering, wait, is that going to match the set you had earlier? The answer is yes, 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 yes. So if you are looking for matching sets, it's going to match, absolutely. So I'm going to start this big, huge platter. Start off. The buy it now price is going to be $6. If you're saying, well, I like the idea of that and all, but Barbie pink, my husband is not going to go for that, I do have one in tan. And I should say I actually have 3 in pink and 3 in tan. And look how nice they stack. So if you buy a bunch, they will stack up just fine. If you're still saying, I need something patriotic, I need something less expensive. Well, if you are willing to take used, this one is used. It's slightly bigger. It's by a different company. And my parents literally used this one. So it is not new. It is not new. They liked it because when it wasn't filled, it had this whole patriotic design. And when it was filled, all you saw was the white around it. So people thought it was an everyday serving tray platter, even though it was really the designated one for summer. But after a while, Mother just started using it all the livelong day. So therefore, if you're willing to take it used, and like I said, it has been used, this one's only going to be $3. So once again, make sure you clean it before using it. So you'll have to knock the dust and the cobwebs off of it. Okay, moving on. I have one that's even bigger. Oh, I should show you by comparison. Okay, so here is the last one. This one is even bigger. Can you see that it's bigger? Let me move back. This is the biggest tray of the day. In fact, I'll put it down and put this one on top so you can see the size difference being bigger. This one is plastic, and this one is what we call LSU purple, Mardi Gras purple. It is a vivid purple. I'm looking at it on screen, and it's kind of looking cobalt. It is not blue. It is purple, 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 all the livelong day purple. Maybe I can get the light to shine through it. But it is huge. And it has 6 big spots around the outside, as well as in the center. In fact, in the center is way too big just for a dip. In fact, here's a little dip right here, and you will see it's way too big for a dip. So it's meant to be yet more fruit on your fruit platter, yet more types of cheese on your cheese platter, yet more vegetables on your vegetable platter. So I should have shown you with my little dip right there how it fits just perfect in these. There you go. And speaking of this, if you are looking for dip, $2 for this Earth Company vegan. This is a bean dip. This one has jalapenos in it, and it's microwavable. So you can eat it just shelf stable if you want to, but if you just want to heat it up, you can. I'll tell you, I don't heat it up, but if you're not a fan of jalapeno, but you still like the bean dip because it's a great source of protein, I've also got the regular, which they say natural, and jalapeno. So those two are each available for the low price of just $2, and I do have multiples of them. Okay, back to the trays. This is the largest tray, the only purple tray. So if you are interested in this one, it's going to be $7. $7 for this big, huge tray. Great for your parties. Also great for parties. Who doesn't love sprinkles? And these are sprinkles, but they also have some stars in them. Look how pretty these are. See if y'all can see these in here. These are such pretty, pretty, pretty colors, and I love the stars as well. So whether you're putting these on cupcakes, cookies, maybe on top of your hot chocolate and frappes. Might be able to see it better through the bottom. I'm not sure. Hopefully I'm getting a decent picture on these. Super pretty. Oh, here's the expiration date. If I can get it to focus in, because I know somebody is going to ask, and it's super hard to see. Oh. There we go. Not until June 10th of 2025. So over an entire year. Still good on these. And really, things last way past their best by date, but I just want to show it to you. Okay, next, who likes antique glasses, colored glasses? My mother loved green. I'm not sure if you can see that these are green. Hopefully you can. And these have a beautiful swirl. Also, look how thick the bottom is. And it's got a pretty design on it. I do not know who the maker of these are. Also, look how it is scalloped on the bottom. That's really pretty too, and they're super thick. They're nice heavy weight as well, and they are beautifully a light green color. So if anybody is interested, you can get a set of these two for $10. Okay, next, I'm pretty sure this is for frothing milk. I'm not 100% sure. And let me see what it says on the bottom. This one's going to be $3. I just can't tell what that says. Might say stainless steel. Yes, that's what it says, is stainless steel. So that way you know it's not ever going to rust. Okay, so here it is, clean as a whistle. I don't think my parents ever used it. Nice big ergonomic handle to it. Okay, next here's a little tray. This tray is plastic, and this tray measures 10 inches. So nice to, if you need a tray just to carry out a couple of glasses, couple of bowls of trail mix, bowls of cereal, whatever. Just an easy peasy tray. I do like that it has this nice basket weave design to it. So it's going to be just $3. I've also got this container. This is plastic. I'm not sure what to do with this, if you use it for serving or baking or whatever. It is by, oh, it does have a name on it. Oh, it's upside down. Okay, let's see if this tells you what to do with it. Okay, it says, remove lid before heating in the microwave. Okay, well, I apparently don't have the lid or couldn't find the lid. So it's just this big bottom portion, but you'd have to remove the lid before putting it in the microwave anyway. So if anybody wants this microwavable heating, serving casserole type dish, $3.